Today we will practice the words that end with koli or koliv. Třeba mohl to být kdokoli. It could have been anyone. This koli or koliv ending is just one category of these indefinite pronouns or adverbs. And we will take a look at only this specific ending because it's really common and it's useful to know about it. Jdeme na to. Ahoj, vítejte na mém kanále Czech by Zuzka, kde vám pomocí angličtiny vysvětluju českou gramatiku. We will focus first on the pronouns, on the indefinite pronouns. And to understand this topic better, we will review the pronouns first, the interrogative pronouns. You can hear these pronouns in questions like kdo, who, kdo to je, who is it, co, what, jaký, what as in what kind, který, which of the selection, čí, whose, when we talk about possession, whose is this, kdo, co, jaký, který, čí. When we add this ending koli or koliv, they become indefinite. So, for example, if you have a number of people and you're asking kdo, you want to know a specific person. Who of these people was it? Once you say kdokoli, it could be anybody. Kdokoli. Kdokoli, anybody of these people. Kdokoli nebo kdokoliv. The V at the end is pronounced as f. Kdokoli, kdokoliv. They both mean exactly the same. They mean anybody, whoever. In the archaic Czech, this ending was a little bit longer. Originally, it was kolivěk, kdokolivěk. But this is not used anymore. So, we can still use kdokoliv. That's still left over from this whole long ending. And sometimes even the V is dropped. It really doesn't matter which ending you choose from these two, as long as you're constant. If you are writing a text, you should stick with one of these only. Don't mix them. So to make these indefinite pronouns, we only need to know these pronouns, and then we add the ending koli or koliv. Like we said, kdokoli is whoever, anybody. Then co plus koli is cokoli, anything, whatever. Jakýkoli, jakýkoliv, whatever, whichever. Kterýkoli, whichever from the selection that we have. And číkoli, anybody's. I want to make sure that you know how to write them together. It's easy. You literally put this ending right after the pronoun without any gap. So it would be kdokoli. Kdokoli. Now help me out here. This is cokoli, dobře, or cokoliv. Cokoliv. The v sounds like f, as I said, cokoliv. Jakýkoli, kterýkoli, kterýkoliv a číkoli, číkoliv. So now we are going to do a simple activity. I'm going to give you a question with these pronouns first. For example, kdo se může zúčastnit? Who can participate? Kdo se může zúčastnit? And your task is very easy. You are just going to answer kdokoliv. You're going to say, oh, doesn't matter. It can be anybody, whoever. Ještě jednou. Kdo se může zúčastnit? And you say kdokoliv. You can even add to je jedno. It doesn't matter. Kdokoliv, to je jedno. Další. Co? Co by si zdal? What would you like to have? Co by si zdal? And you say cokoliv, to je jedno. Cokoliv. I could have anything. I'm so hungry. Jaký? Jaký chceš čaj? What tea do you want? Jaký chceš čaj? Jakýkoliv, to je jedno. Jakýkoliv. Whatever tea you have is fine. Kterýkoliv. I'm going to use a little bit different form, different gender and a different case. I will explain that shortly. Kterou chceš skleničku? Which glass do you want? Remember, I'm giving you options. I'm showing you 3 glasses. Kterou chceš skleničku? And now you use the same form. Kdokoli. Kdokoli. Kdokoli, to je jedno. Whichever glass from these, it's fine. Poslední. Čí. Čí to může být taška? Whose bag can it be? Čí to může být taška? Číkoli. Číkoli. It could be anybody's. Super. So, here I said kdokoli. Kterou chceš skleničku? Kdokoli. Of course, these are pronouns, and that means they have different genders and different cases. Except for chi. Chi is spared. The pronouns kdo and co don't have a gender. It's just an indefinite gender. So there we have to worry about cases. So when you take a look at this table, you see that there are different cases. For example, kohokoli, to whoever. Zeptej se kohokoli, ask whoever. That's the genitive case. Or čemkoli, the locative. Můžeme mluvit o čemkoli. We can speak about anything. By the way, you can find these tables in Just in Case, my ebook. This is actually a new addition. I added these separate tables in the study tables. So if you happened to have purchased this ebook and you would like to have these tables, let me know. And if you don't have Just in Case, I highly recommend it. It will help you not only to master the Czech grammatical cases, but also to understand Czech in general, Czech in context. And the pronouns jaký and který have 3 genders. They have singular and plural number and 7 cases. So the good thing is, if you want to use this indefinite pronoun, you take this specific form, for example, jakou skleničku, and then you add koli, jakou koli. Now let's take a look at adverbs, which are much easier because they don't change forms. First, let's review these question words, these adverbs that we often use in questions. Kdy, when, kde, where, odkud, from where, kam, to where, when you talk about direction, to where you're going, jak, how. And when you simply add koli or kolif, they become indefinite. So we have indefinite number of possibilities when we don't have anything specific in mind. So when we combine kdy and koli or kolif, we get kdokoli. Výborně. Kdokoli, which can be translated as whenever. Whenever. Kde plus koli, kdekoli. Kdekoli, kdekoliv, wherever. In any place. Odkud, odkud koli. Odkud koli, from anywhere. Kam, to where. Kam koli, kam koli. To anywhere. And jak plus koli, jakkoli. We ended up with 2 Ks, but that's okay. Jakkoli. And we actually read it as double K. Jakkoli, jakkoli, jakkoli. Let's read them together. Kdykoli, kdekoli, odkudkoli, kamkoli, jakkoli. I bet you didn't hear me say double K here because I said it quickly. Jakkoli. It's almost like a silent K, but there is a little bit of space, a little bit of gap when I pronounce it. Jakkoli, jakkoli. We are going to do the same activity. I will say a question and then you will answer with this indefinite adverb. You can also add to je jedno like we had before. It doesn't matter. Kdy máš čas? When do you have time? Kdykoliv, to je jedno. Kde se sejdeme? Where are we gonna meet? Kdekoliv, to je jedno. Odkud je to kratší? From where is it shorter? Odkudkoliv, to je jedno. Kam půjdeme? Where are we going? Or where will we go? Kamkoliv, to je jedno. Kamkoliv. Jak mám připravit to kuře? How should I prepare the chicken? Jakkoliv, to je jedno. And like I said, the adverbs don't change. These are the only forms that you will see. Let's do an exercise together. So this is the exercise. We have 6 sentences and 7 gaps. There are 7 words missing, all of them ending with koli or kolif. There is an English translation next to each of the sentence, and your task is to choose the correct word for each of the sentences. Pause the video and play it again when you're ready to check the results with me. Číslo 1. Mohlo se to stát komukoli z nás. Mohlo se to stát komukoli z nás. Because it happened to someone. That's the dative case. Komukoli. Číslo 2. Hru si můžete zahrát v jakémkoliv věku. At any age. So it is v jakémkoliv věku. This is the locative case. Číslo 3. Šéf to odmítá in any way, and that's jakkoliv. Jakkoliv. Šéf to odmítá jakkoliv řešit. Číslo 4. Dalí, tento výstřední serialista kreslil anywhere and anytime, kreslil kdekoliv a kdykoliv, třeba ve vaně. 5. S vámi se dá mluvit o locative case again, o čemkoliv. Číslo 6. Můžete přijít na kteroukoliv pobočku. Any of the branches that we have. Kdokoli, this is the accusative case of která pobočka. Super, I hope you got all of them correct. Let me know in the comments. Tak a to je ode mě všechno. This is all from me. I hope that this topic was interesting for you. By the way, it was inspired by one of my students who requested this topic. Mějte se krásně a uvidíme se příští týden. Ahoj!